um haven't been trading recently. I've been pretty locked in on just reading, just consolidating knowledge and stuff. I feel like that's really important. But this week I was looking into the charts, but I decided to um, wait until the week's over so I could go over the stuff basically. And recently, what I want to implement into my trading is waiting for the highest probability setups. And I know I said that before, waiting for the highest probability setups, but genuinely only taking A plus setups. Like if I say price is gonna do something, waiting for a 1 hour closure, unless it's like at a breakout retest type of scenario, I'll show you in a bit. But waiting for the highest probability setups. So as price was as price opened here, I had GBP AUD or GA and AU, but I mean honestly, I feel like I'm inclined to just stick to gold. Like with the more pairs I trade, the more fog I'm gonna get. Honestly, the structure is really clean on GA. Like you just see the higher lows and higher highs, but in the moment it's hard to see. And with gold, I feel like I'm just more accustomed to gold. Um, I might change. I might just trade gold and GA, two pretty volatile pairs. But AU, as far as I look at it, consolidates a lot, so I'm not really looking to trade it. Um, I'd rather stick with GA and gold because traded GA really ever since I began trading. It was one of the pairs that I started learning how to trade, so I understand how GA works essentially. So any trades on GA isn't too difficult because I know how the structure on it works. So yeah, but I'm just gonna stick. I think I feel inclined to just stick with gold, honestly. Um, because the more trades pairs I trade, the bigger the opportunity of me like rushing a trade or something of that sort. So sticking with I mean with gold, would prove to be beneficial, but also GA is just a really nice moving pair. Like, see price stop here. Not sure if in the past it stopped there, but I was looking for price to get back up to this area at least before pushing back down. I created a low Fibonacci from here to here. Boom, boom. Price came up. This is what I was looking for. GA. Price came up, tapped that area, came down, couldn't continue pushing down, as we see. Price got back to this psychological level, consolidated. We see a breakthrough, and obviously seeing this higher low, being wary that if price even stops, even hesitates at this area, and then looking for it to continue pushing up. So see price stop, wick, unable to push down, push all, strong push up, low push down, then strong push up. Price gets to the next area, which is here. Price comes back down to this area to um, retrace. Um, wick, push up, push down, continues pushing up. Moving average crossover, you can enter again, straight back to this area. When price gets here, it tries to push up, strong push down, all the fundamentals included, and price ends up creating a head and shoulders and continues to push down. So it's quite simple, but it's just the patience that's really necessary for GA. So uh, for gold, we're gonna get real in depth. I'll go more in depth with GA after, or we Fridays, Sunday. Well, all right, we'll get real in depth with this. Oops. All right, so with gold, yeah, so gold. Looking in the past, let's go to the 4 hour. I did not mean to do that. See price. go to daily. Over the past what month, 19th, over the past 2 weeks, I'll say price has been just rallying up, no stopping in sight. So why would I expect price to stop now? We're at a high, but I don't really understand why price would stop now. I don't feel like price would slow down. So I'm looking for price to continue up off of the opening of this week. Um, I had the bias that price was gonna come down. Well, it came down already, pushed up, came down again. Shoulder head. I wanted to see price push all the way back down off market open. That Asian pre-Asian um, session, and once late kind of Asian starts like 8:39, then we see a way for entry. So we see price push all the way down. Off open 7, 8, 9. Price pushes all the way down at 8, 9 o'clock. Or 9 o'clock, price gives us an entry point to enter off of right here. Price gets to this area. Look at this candlestick it closes. It closes around like the wick is around, I say, at least 80% of the candlestick. At least 80% of the candlestick. And like price isn't gonna create this type of candlestick at this major key area and then continue to push down. I just don't believe that, right? So once we see this, then we see a push up, a confirmation. If you don't enter straight off of this, I don't know what's happening. Where are we at? Yeah, if you don't just enter straight off of this, comes down and just strong rally up in late Asian session, then you could wait for push up, push down, higher low right here. You can enter off of this. Well, honestly, I'm gonna be more aggressive. Once I see this candlestick closure on the 1 hour, I'm entering right there. TP gonna be, I don't know why this is here. And with CP would be where price stopped at in the past. We see over here this 33.75 area, and price instantly just rallies up there overnight, essentially at 11 a.m. And keep in mind, there's more ways for entry here. So I had a consolidation box here. I think it was no, it was from here to here. Pretty sure. Then I cloned it, put it up here to get essentially my overall TP before I had the bias that price would kind of stop, kind of simmer down. Once price reached this, I anticipated price to simmer down, So once we see price break through this area at 8 a.m., some fundamentals push it all the way up. See price break up. I'm gonna have an alert right here. Once price breaks this consolidation box, I want to scale down to the 15-minute to see if I could get another entry off of a retest and continuation. So once I scale down, what do we see right here? We see price push up above the consolidation box, come all the way back down, and then push up off of the moving average, wick off the moving average, it tries to push down again, with full momentum up, Maribozu right here, enter right here, stop loss could be right here, and TP honestly could be at the just next box area right here, because that's where I initially had my TP, had my bias set to price getting up here. So once we see price, I'd have another alert. These are areas only where I look to get in. I'll read it out to you. On my trading plan, my confluences to enter off of are break and retest of a counter trend line, breakthrough, retest, and continuation of a key area, trend line, or consolidation, candlestick pattern, bounce or break of a trend line, break a structure, moving average crossover, failure to break previously wicked area or key area, small candlesticks at key area, and Fibonacci retracement tool. I am simply looking to either enter at a breakthrough or retest when price gets to a key area or a Fibonacci combined. See, these just can't stand alone. So you see the breakthrough retest. We see the candlestick. We see the candlestick patterns. We see the strong momentum. We see the bounce off the moving average. We have our confluences, right? This entry is a little bit more rushed. Not rushed. It's just more aggressive because I'm already confident prices pushing up. But I'm just entering. I'm entering early. I'm getting my entry in when I see what price when I see what I want price to do. That's when I'm getting my entry in. So here we got our confluences, breakthrough, retest, consolidation area, um, retest off the moving average. I didn't say that, but that's one of my confluences, and the candlestick pattern, the Marabou's on the 15-minute, right? And then we see price again alert at the 36.75. See price breakthrough, retest, and continue to push up. We see small candlesticks, but honestly, knowing me, I think I'd want to see more of a momentum candlestick. So I'd probably enter when I saw probably this. I'd enter any one of these. I'd enter right here, 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 here. I'd enter off of any of those. Just seeing the momentum push up here probably. But just seeing price get here. I just know that price probably just wouldn't slap down. Like I want to see price continue up to this area. So I'm already in a risk-free trade with these two. My stop loss, honestly, I'm entering here. Stop loss like right below the key area. TP probably the box or just right here at the 3700. And my stop loss for both of these trades, that's what this trade will go from here, from break even. Let me 2 times that. Boom. It's gonna be right here as well. And I'd have my trade for this one right here as well. So if price stops me out, I am. Oh, I already hit my TP for this one, but I'd probably exit partially and then continue having it, just letting it run, letting my winners run. Probably wouldn't exit any part of it and just have my partial TP or my stop loss and profit, major profit. So my trade here is like 300 pips in profit already. This one's like 90 pips in profit, and worst case scenario, I lose on this trade, but I'm losing 70 pips. So overall, I'd be 390, 360 plus 90. It's like 450 minus the 70. Like 450 minus 70, that's 380. Right? I'd be 380 pips in profit if I get stopped out. But if I don't, 200 pips, 400 pips, 600. You feel me? Like the rewards just completely outweigh this. So I'm continuing to keep my on price's neck, and I have no confluence to believe that price is pushing past this area. I have no confluence whatsoever. No Fibonacci is telling me price is going to continue pushing up beyond this area. This is the highest price has ever been. So once I see price get here, I'm out of this trade, and I am waiting to see if price will break through, and then like what it did here. I don't want to see price do this. I'm not gonna look for buys if price stops below the key area and then starts consolidating. If price pushes up above the key area, then starts consolidating, then I'm gonna be more focus on buys. But you see price here pushed above the consolidation, then started consolidating. Where else? Price stopped here But you get the point. We're focused on here, but yeah, if price consolidates below the key area, I'm not gonna look for buys. I'm waiting for a strong confirmation. And you see how all of these entries were on the 1 hour? I waited for a 1 hour candlestick closure or a 15 minute. But honestly, if I don't wait for the 15 minute, my entry is gonna change by what, 10 pips? It's just a 10 pip difference in my entry. But so that's why I'm trying to focus on waiting for high probability setups and high probability entries, which will be seen through um, waiting for a closure on a higher time frame. So yeah, so price gets up to 3,700 and we see it bounce off. It doesn't break through. So automatically, my mind is gonna start thinking of seeing price go for sells. But knowing that fundamentals are coming out very soon, like it's Tuesday at like, I'm probably not gonna look for sells. Might enter here, but honestly, it's not a high probability setup. We see the potential for a higher low here. So why would I even risk entering here just for 1 to 3? If I have my stop loss right here, that's too risky of a trade. There's no guarantee, no confluence that price is gonna push down at all. So I'm not gonna enter for a trade here. See price continue pushing down, pushes up. I see this big fat um news candle. I'm not entering whatsoever. I am waiting for price to either make a move at the 3650 or right here where I had this um previously wicked area is right here. So yeah, we see price continue to move extremely volatile, and right here we see price start to calm down. Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, we see price start to create some structure. We see price stop here, push up, came back down, closed above this, unable to push down. If we scale out to the 4 hour, we see price wick here, wick here, wick here, wick here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for an entry here now. I mean, I'm seeing what I need to see. So I want confirmation. I want structure. So once I see price push up and then come back down, I want to see a break. I'd want to see a breakthrough and a retest of this area, 36,650, or just a higher low. So once we see price do this, push on this confirmation candlestick right here, and enter, boom, stop loss a little wide, and I mean, putting my TP all the way up there, unrealistic. I'm probably not gonna have my TP all the way up there, and I'm most likely not gonna enter here right after this crazy candlestick. So I probably scale down to 15 minute. Once I see price cross here, and I'd have a candlestick for a crossing back up. I mean, it's basically the same thing. I'm not gonna have my TP like this either, or my stop loss like this either, and have price come back down and stop me out. But probably these would be my only trades. Probably miss out on these, but they're just not that high probability setups. There's too much risk attached to them, and I just wouldn't want to take that trade. So I'd probably only take these 3 trades, huge trades. Rack up 650, 1.05, 1.2k pips just off of that. These 3 trades in a 10 p.m. 3-day span, 1,000 pips. Like, bro, you're good. Look at it in the long run. If you get 100 pips in a day, you're good. I mean, 100 pips in a week, you're good. You don't need to go for crazy targets, and that's what I need. That's what I'm trying to implement into my lifestyle. Just being content with small wins, or being content with big ones like this, and knowing I don't need more. I'm content. If I see price doing all of this dilly dallying and I don't understand it, like I see what's happening, but I just need to sit on my ends. Like, I know price is gonna do this, but I don't see a high probability setup, so I'm just not gonna enter. You know, like, I know what's happening, but I'm just not entering. So yeah, I mean, for now, waiting for a retest down to this area. If I get a retest to this area right here, I probably want to enter either. Um, I just don't like the market conditions right here. I mean, I'd want to see the 4 hour moving average is starting to cross over some more. I mean, I'd enter if I see a strong candlestick pattern at the 3675 or at the 3070 up here. Um, I mean, yeah. But that's next week, so we don't have to really worry about that. So, yeah. Let's wait to see what price gives us. So I'd have an alert. Have an alert here. An alert here. When price gets to either one of these areas, I'll see what I want to do. As far as GA goes, price, I had a bearish sentiment for GA. And be honest, had a very bearish sentiment. Thought price was gonna push down. You see the strong Fibonacci right here. Boom, boom. What I wanted to see off the market open was a retest back to this area right here, then a slap down. We got the retest. Price started slapping down. I would have entered right here. This moving average crossover. Oh yeah. Right here. I would have entered. Boom. Stop loss a little above. Right there. TP clearly lines up with the 2.03 and the 2.025. Enter right here. Boom, you can have your TP right here overall, but take partial here. But probably have my trade right like this. When price comes down, breakthrough retest, re-enters, TP could go lower. But price just creates a higher low right here. And once I see this, gotta change the bias fast. You see price is no longer abiding by the lower time frame or the bearish sentiment. Price broke above the lower high. Structure is now broken, right? Came down, pushed up, broke through, broke structure. Now it's coming down for a higher low. Scale out and just see all of this happening. So in 1 hour, Loki want to see a lot higher low be performed right here. I'm gonna place a Fibonacci there. There's two Fibonacci's. Yeah, delete. Oh, no, the wrong one. So yeah. Probably off of this strong push up right here. A strong an engulfing candlestick. But honestly, I just love the way gold moves. Like, I just feel inclined to just not trade GA. But I don't know. I don't know. I'll continue to analyze it. But so go down to the 15-minute. I'd probably enter right here once I see. I'd have an alert at the 2.054. Probably have a like consolidation box right here. And just wait for price to either break above or break below. Once we see price break above and see that strong closure, I'm gonna enter right there. Honestly, I'm not gonna expect price to retest. Probably TP right here. TP would probably be right there. Yeah. Little low versus reward, but it's what it. I like the trade. I like the trade right there. So I'd probably enter right there. Price comes down, retest the moving average, pushes up, comes all the way back down to the 2.04. Could enter again, but I don't know if I'd enter really. I just don't like the way GA looks. Like gold just looks so much more smoother to me. I'm gonna take some time to think about this, but I got over gold, which what I really like is what I really like. I'm gonna take some more time to think about GA and everything. So that's probably it for now. But yeah, I'm gonna take some time to think about GA.